Hello everyone. At Citizencon, CRG showed us the first video about Pyro and about the planets, and I thought it's a good idea to compare it to the lore. Now, this is old, May 6th, 2014. If this is outdated, I suggest CRG you update your web page.
If Spider is the face of piracy in the galaxy, Pyro is unquestionably the beating heart. An otherwise desolate, lifeless star system crippled by a flare star, Pyro is most notably the home of the shared pirate outpost of Ruin Station. Like Spider, Pyro is a case of pirates filling, and expanding upon, a void left when the system was abandoned by civilized developers. The Pyro system consists of 6 worlds held hostage by a variable type M main sequence star with unpredictable solar flares. This flare star has stopped any chance of life developing in the system. Curious astrobiologists even examined the planets in Pyro's fluctuating green band and have thus far found no evidence of indigenous life forms.
Let's scroll down. There's a link to this in my first pinned comment below.
Pyro 3. The surface of this terrestrial world has been reduced to magma thanks to the flares from the system star. Any improperly shielded spacecraft will sustain residual damage if Pyro's star flares during transit through the system.
And here we have more information, this time from 2016, Star Citizen Lawmaker's Guide to the Galaxy Pyro System, 19th October 2016.
This here is Pyro. It is the star at the center of the Pyro system. Like I said, it's a red dwarf, which is an M-class main sequence red star. What a flare star is a star that exhibits unusually violent solar flare activity. Here is Pyro 3. It is a lava planet. It has unusually strong tectonic activity. It has seas of lava crisscrossing the system, crisscrossing the entire planet.
Pyro, 6 planets. Star is an M main sequence star, a red dwarf. No evidence of life found. We have at least one planet that is reduced to magma, and Pyro will be very dangerous when your ship is not properly shielded. Here we have the Harvard spectral classification of stars. O, be a fine girl, kiss me. M stars have light that is light orange to red. M stars are red dwarfs. They are the most common stars in the universe. They tend to have very strong flares, and they usually tidally lock planets in the habitable zone where we have liquid water. Let's see what CRG showed us.
So I have Pyro 1 open already. It's live in engine. This is like the current version of Pyro, so we're still going to do like a polish pass on it, so not everything is done, but we still wanted to show you what we have so far. And then you can see why it's blue. We added like tons of these crystals to Pyro 1. We've used crystals before on Wala.
This is very interesting. Look at the star. It's white, yellowish light, the light of a G star, not the light of an M star, which should be orange and red. This would have been your chance to give us something new. And lore in 2014 and 2016 says M star, red dwarf, not G star. Here we have Pyro 2. You can see trees. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense because CRG said in the lore, no evidence of life forms. For me, a tree is a life form, of course.
Different mixes of bushes and grasses.
This flare star has stopped any chance of life developing in the system. Curious astrobiologists even examined the planets in Pyro's fluctuating green band and have thus far found no evidence of indigenous life forms.
So now we're on Pyro 3. You saw some of it during last year's keynote demo, but I want to use the opportunity to give you like an in-depth look at some of the biomes. So last year you saw that like yellow is kind of the accent color of Pyro 3. So from this distance you can see through the volumetric clouds like a lot of the yellow coming through. A lot of time and effort was spent on making the moss look just right. So like the right level of fluffiness and density. So it looks really nice when it like covers these rocks.
Pyro 3. The surface of this terrestrial world has been reduced to magma thanks to the flares from the system star.
Here is Pyro 3. It is a lava planet. It has unusually strong tectonic activity. It has seas of lava crisscrossing the system, crisscrossing the entire planet.
You can see the amount of detail on display. Here we have like nice little flowers and these like knots or whatever, like pots. And it's just like a really cool asset set. Now we're on Pyro 4, which is my personal favorite of the Pyro system. And then you can see the amount of ground cover assets on display, the variation in color, but it's all grounded by like the color of the soil. And it just looks like we have multiple new vegetation sets on display here. The quality of our tree sets, if you compare like the trees that we have on Hurston to these ones, the geometry count is way higher. The texture resolution is a bit higher.
Okay, let's see. Pyro. M main sequence star, a red dwarf? No, it is just another G star like we have in Stanton and like we have in real life in our own solar system. No evidence of indigenous life forms. This is busted too. There's a lot of life, a lot of plants, a lot of trees. Pyro 3, reduced to magma? No. Busted 2, Pyro 3 is just a normal planet, even with water. According to Chris, 2016 Citizencon talk, we were supposed to get new star systems at the beginning of 2018. Well, CRG will be at least 5 years too late, more likely more than 6 years. Don't get me wrong, what CRG showed us looks fantastic. The trees, the plants, very nicely done, but it is not Pyro. This would have been CRG's big opportunity to show us something new, a star system bathed in orange-red light with lava planets desolate of life, but we just get another Stanton. CRG doesn't even respect their own lore anymore. There are even leaks that Pyro will get several space stations. Let me know what you think in the comments below and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. And here we have a Crackhead buggy in Crimhex. Can you make it to the main elevator? Okay, let's try the big elevator. Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter. My Twitter account is Camural_SC.